Hey,
Hey.
it's under the tree, Mel and Tony, and this is a chill morning, Mel. See, I got my arms under my cheek. You know what that means? Well,
Okay.
relax and enjoying this life, having a great time, bringing love to the world today, love to the universe. Ah, we always thought that a lot of people don't have the what we call inner peace. Uh, they're not. Their mind is congested. They fight in traffic. They're running and going, and they just don't relax their mind, and they just don't have a great time. And you know, sometimes you just have to sit back and reflect in your lifetime where you want to go, what person you want to be, why you lying every day, why you sticking and jiving and hustling, bustling. That's what people do, just running and gunning. They don't have no time to relax. Their mind is polluted. The thought is congested. They might be in the church, decent people, Christian people, but they always has something going on, and they always have to go to God for something. It never bring a thought that probably you just need to relax. Probably you need to slow down because the little problems you go to God with, and God probably never fix it. So you blame God. Though you're a Christian, you're blaming God. But you know what it is? You never leave it to God. See, you so fast moving and fast paced, and you want it done in your time because your mind is wandering. You got so much things going on. That used to sound like somebody like me. So most times people get situations and in situations it's because their own doing. So if you have an issue and you go to God with it, and also you trying to tell God how to fix it and when to fix it and the time to fix it, it don't work like that. You just leave it to God. That's my 5 cents for the day. Mm,
Excellent, excellently stated, Tony.
mm.
I endorse that 100%. And with that, we're shifting our health focus this morning to look at the full picture of wellness. Oftentimes, people are not aware of what it is that constitutes wellness, holistic well being. And this morning, I just want to introduce to our audience the 8 domains of wellness. What does that mean? If you look at this picture, there are 8 circles and they are interlooping. That means they are connected and they can't be separated. So, the 8 domains of wellness are emotional, financial, social, spiritual, occupational, physical, intellectual, and environmental. So, we've been looking at all the different disease processes, particularly, let's go to what we looked at, the obesity and the diabetes and the suicide. These all are effects of how well we handle all of these dimensions of our life. And if we were to be aware that each of these areas truly affect our health and well being, and we begin to focus on each of them, because if one is not functional, the whole eight is off. You know, it's like playing a musical note. You have an octave, eight, right? And if you play the wrong note, people that are musically inclined will say, oh, there were some errors there. Well, that's the same way our life is. If we do not get all of the domains and the dimensions of our life aligned and in tune, if we're not paying close attention to it, then we will collapse. And so, what I want to do over the next several weeks is to take each one of these dimensions and dig a little deeper into it, one segment at a time, so that you can actually see the connection between all of them. And that concludes our wellness segment for today.
Well, it's Friday, uh, the first Friday in the month, I think.
Yes, it is a new month, October,
Yes, first Friday in the
new
month.
season.
Mm,
And so we are basically in fall, is it?
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fall. So now, since we're in fall, we got to we planning to change our show around a little bit. We can adjust it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna let folks know what we can adjust it to. But we thinking more evenings, or but we will let you know on the weekend, and we will let you know what's it's the weekend now, I guess. But Mel, we'll let our folks know that how we're gonna change it, and
Yeah,
you know,
so I guess what you can do is
mhm,
watch our Facebook page, because
right
notice will be placed there, but it is definitely coming, and it is coming as early as next week, right?
next week, right? And so we for years we done relationship show, and so we now have decided to open it a little more and get a little more bigger scope than just relationship. But our main plan of our show is relationship. But we'll open it up because we've been taking on health and taking wellness. And so we get a good response from the health and wellness part of it. So we'll open it up broader. We actually going back to something we used to do at the beginning, where we take on the type of food you should eat, um, and we taking strictly from eating from the land. That's where we can go back to um, segment of what type of fruits was good for you, what type of plant would it do for you, because everywhere I go, people are asking me for it. So I think we'll have to go back to it because that's what people want. Um, is what they want. That's what we do. We we, we put this show. We organize this show to inspire, to help, to motivate, and mostly, basically, was for health. It was supposed to be under a tree. I think we can go back to under our tree. Go back to what we basically really want and put it back the way it was originally planned. Mel, what's our topic for today?
Behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors. All kind of shit goes on behind closed doors. All kind. You- Behind closed doors, there's babies is being made. There's decisions being made that hurt people, and some good decisions being made. But be positive this morning. If you decide to do things behind closed doors, just remember anything you do behind closed doors got to come to the forefront. Anything. If you think you're having a secret, somebody watching. Just remember that somebody's always watching. That's the way it is. Somebody's always listening, and what you thinking is a secret. You ain't the only one got secret. So let me clarify that. So when you think you can put an ice cream shop somewhere, somebody else thinking they can put an ice cream shop somewhere too, probably at the same time. So what you do, closed doors. If you're a politician and you plan a strategy behind closed doors, just remember the person you're running against behind closed doors trying to counteract a strategy. So there's always, I think, where we get lost in this behind closed doors. We could do things behind closed doors and nobody knows. That day is finished. That day is finished. For man, oh Jesus, let me go. For man, right? Today's time, man, got three women, and they think they could do all these three things, play all these women behind closed doors. But when you have this three women, just remember, women are smart enough. Women could feel it in their body, because when you're married to somebody, they know you. So when you think you're behind closed door with you trying to run around the place, you three women, somebody know, but they mightn't say with their mouth, but they might figure who it is, but they know by because they learn you. Your wife learn you, or your girlfriend learn you. So anything you do behind closed door doesn't come to the light. If you go in your little corner and do obia, that's what Bahamians do. You do your little obia. It don't matter how long. The person who you do the obia on, eventually they can get hurt, or they can feel it, and they can figure it out somehow. And so you can't really do nothing behind closed door. It's matter of times to catch up with you. So for women, now I'm asking women this morning, for women, they believe they can have three men. The finance man, the romance, and Mr. Fix-It. See, Mr. Fix-It is the one, when you broken, that's the one you run to talk to. That's Mr. Fix-It. And most times, when they come with the story, they think Mr. Fix-It, if he's called Mr. Fix-It, you don't think he know? So when you bring your story, and your story goes like this, I will know who, got to be somebody who talking my business, because no, people only talking business because Mr. Fix-It, he fix it all the time, because he's the one you come complain to, and when you're not complaining to him, then he knows something wrong. So that's why he can fix it. And some people behind closed door like money. They like money. Money is the secret. Behind closed door, you telling your girlfriends, child, you can pay for this car. You can pay my rent. You don't think the man know you only got him to pay the rent? If the man paying the same weekend, you know you got him to pay the rent. You know you got somebody else fixing it for you. Come on, this is real. So when you think behind closed doors, you think you run a scam on man. Most times, men know you're running a scam on them. Some of them just fool enough to go along with your program because they say, well, I get what I want. Why should I rock her feathers? Let her think she fooling me. So what you do behind closed doors, like I say, you can't hide it. This is it come to light. Give it time. It'll come to light. Well, that's my 3 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, seven on top of it. You
Well, how I think of it, especially as it relates to relationships,
Mhm.
is that we have a public image and then we have a home image.
There you go.
And sometimes, people see you and they judge you and they make some serious erroneous conclusions regarding of a relationship because of what they see manifested publicly or
So
what they hear being said to them by one of the two parties. But
mm,
no one really knows what goes on behind closed doors except those that are behind that door.
mm,
And I am thinking along the line that if you really want to strengthen what you have in your relationship and your marriage,
mm,
then you need to forget what's going on the other side of the door and focus on really building something together behind closed doors. But you have to also be wise, be vigilant, be alert, because oftentimes we make a lot of mistakes in our relationships because of what I'm going to call public opinion, cultural beliefs, and so forth. And I think that as individuals, we have to begin to take responsibility for our own lives and shut the door, close the door, and work out what it is that we really are pursuing for ourselves and for our families and for those that are important in our lives. It's time for us to stop and listen, not listen to respond, but listen to understand. Because it is through understanding our partners that we know whether or not we are truly in a united, fully connected situation where we are building together or whether we are falling apart because we're pretending that all is well when in essence it's not. You turning your back on your partner, you not communicating with them, but when you go out into the public, you want people to believe that, hey, we got this going. I think it's time for us to take off the mask and stop the facade,
you want to be him and take off the mask?
perfection. Individually, I think human biggest error is focusing on how they appear to others. Stop that and think about how you are feeling, how you are being made to feel by others. Start focusing more on yourself. Maybe you need to close the door on the entire world and find yourself. And then, when you know exactly who you are, what it is that you desire, then you open the door and you greet the world, and you greet the world with the confidence that I am.
But Bahamians make Bahamians made up of bulls. I can say it, bullshit. That's what they do. They they make you believe that they got it together. They make you believe that they. This is what they do. They make you believe that they're rich. They make it. It's put on a show. Everything for a show. Everything is for the show, and they run themselves amok. And then they look for somebody else to bail them out all the time. If you ever listen to the cases in court, see this behind closed door because you don't hear this. The Hamans are like this. They borrow your money, they don't pay you back. They borrow their money to buy stuff that they want to show off it. They go so far, they go in ISU, they don't pay the ISU, they collect the people money. The ASU person who put on the ISU don't pay you on time. It just Bahamians are just for a show. They put everything on, but behind closed door, they know they're struggling or they know they're stressed. And so they they will stress themselves out and then they'll make it your problem. And I can't understand for the life of me why Bahamians believe that behind closed door people can't figure them out. No, I can use the word no, they ain't white shit. Let me explain what I'm talking about. You got today, you got men are dying every day with a heart attack. Every day. And you know the problem? Behind closed doors, they're trying to impress these women that they dick working and they know they dick ain't working. It's all for sex. It's craving for sex. Taking them down Viagra behind closed doors. In the nighttime, in the daytime, you're taking those things and you know you fooling these women that you you got it, you got this wicked Islam. That's the old fashioned say. You could, and behind closed doors, you're killing yourself. And you know behind closed doors, you're stressing yourself out, taking them down back because you're scared too. And you will continue to do this because that's Bahamians. We we have to make this big impression. Why can't I tell you, Mel, straight talk, why I can't say to you, Mel, you know I up in age now. I got a little issue. My issue is this. Now and then, my things don't work. So when me and you now, dating, and I come to you, sometimes it ain't working. So I need a little help. Have a decent conversation behind closed doors. And once we have a decent conversation, then you now know how to handle me. So now you will wait 2 shifts and a half to get it to get my old boy up. That's so funny. 2 shifts and a half. That's a long time. but 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 at least I tell you, at least you know you expect it. So you know I'm not bullshitting you. I gotta talk straight talk this morning. We can't hide it no longer. See, we need to have some serious talk. And we need to have men talk. And men need to be honest with women. And and so women appreciate them more. See, we lie so much. Behind closed door, we do all these wicked things. This is what I'm talking about. And we need to learn how to stop. Like I say, Bahamian always bullshitting. We made up a bullshit. We will tell you a story that is not so far from the truth. Only God can help us.
But Tony, again, it centers around where we place our focus. Who is the priority in your life? Is it Joe Public, or is it you being self aware, being aware of what it is that you want, being aware of what is important in this life to you? Because everybody have their own life to live, and what might be important to other people don't have to be important to you. Self-care, self-awareness, self-love, self-regulation, basically taking control of your life. You saw that um, screen that I showed, the 8 dimensions of wellness. When people are not aware that all of these things affect your life and all you're doing is running after one aspect of it, the other aspects will crumble. And think about a man with sexual dysfunction. Why is he dysfunctional? It's because he's juggling those aspects of life, and some of it he doesn't even understand.
Nope.
He has no control over himself. But if he was to slow down, reflect, examine himself, examine the relationship that he has with his significant other, think about all of the resources that he have at his disposal and how well he is managing them. It don't make sense in spreading yourself thin. You're only one individual. And basically, we can only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
But we have to take control. We have to slow down. We have to be truthful and honest, first of all, to ourselves.
Mhm. But
Because only in doing that we're able to really flourish and achieve each day. Stop looking down the road and stay right where you are and see how you can make the very presence, the very moment that you are living in, the best moment of your life. And let 10 minutes later take care of itself. Stop running and gunning.
but men don't understand the art. See, if behind closed door, if they will stop talking bull, around one another and just talking crap, when they want to know something, they come to you sneaky. I tell you how they come to me. They're like, man, yeah, boy, I have this together, boy, and one thing with me, I could do it. And then you ask them a question. Now they come for information. Where they so bull skating, they come for information, but they want to carry this long way around the corner, but they want
That is themselves.
yeah,
And that's just simply say asking for a friend.
yes,
That's
just,
a trick
just
way.
hey, and I put it out here. Every guy on the street, you can stop me anywhere, anywhere, stop me anywhere. I got plenty of time on my hand. And to ask me a question. So, and ask me, see, see, there's some art that I learned, and I should be talking this out here. But anyhow, it's an art that I learned recently, about 5 years now, 10 years. What woman could be stimulated by how you handle them before you even think about anything. What you say, the way the contact of the eyes, the way you touch them, the way the whole. We can take a show on that, uh, and we can go. I see you winking the eye like, we winking the eye, but we can go a show on just how men could make a better choice to make a woman happy, and men could do it because I see it happen. You can, before you even touch a woman, you can put her mind in the right frame. And so This let me go through some of the facts before let me close. Watch this. Is how you present yourself most times. Some of you all don't even bathe. You don't smell right. So you got to protect yourself. And some of you don't take care of yourself. Some of y'all mindset is in the damn 60s. Still live in the past. You have to be a person who read a lot or read some to stay up on the cutting edge. See, women like men who can work and tap into their intelligence. They like that too. See, that turns some on too. So words out your mouth, you know, how you look. I could look at somebody and say, boy, I want you. Or I like to eat you to death. Or I think you made for me. And you probably never say a word. If your action, and then sometimes you have to tap into that, like almost into their spirit. And men, we still on the same road we was on from the 70s and say, I want some of that. Boy, I get some of that. Oh, I can hit that. Oh boy, but we still at sex first and sex should be last.
First, last, and in between.
Right.
And
So
trust me, that is
go on.
a challenge for most Bahamian women, and that's why some men have it so difficult. The only thing that men are able to verbalize is their sexual desire.
Yeah.
Everything else, the woman
Yes.
have to squeeze it out of them. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Life is built on all of these different things, creating a full scope of peace, safety, financial stability, effective communication. These are all the things. Then, yes, women are looking for the full package.
I want to take you on a ride in my 737. I want to take you places you've never been before. So I will have you on this jet and I'll take you places you've never been before. And on this jet, I want to have all the nice, take out all the seats. I want to refurbish it. I want to have a mahogany bed set, the bathroom that on the same jet. I want to take you on and I want to cook on the jet. All these things I will have in place. So when I take you on the 737, you think you're going to heaven. And so when I feed you, dine you, and then grind you are on a one plan, and one planet you go into, you even never been there before. When you get there, you know you reach where you're supposed to go. And you reach it in all, I ain't saying the word. You can reach it this way, reach it that way. I say the word. I leave that for the imagination. But that's what you want to do. That's what a woman wants. A woman wants to be loved, take care of. She wants to be excited to see you. She wants to be excited to know you. She wants to know. She wants everybody to know this is the man. And she wants to know when she says, this is my man, the respect level, everybody, so she feel good in herself. So every day she could praise her hand to the Lord, thank you. Not every day having issues.
But you got to start somewhere. And the best place to start is behind that closed door.
Yeah. I won't get you.
Closed door of the mind and the physical closed door of the space that you share.
I won't get you on the jet. Once I shut that door, my 737, once I shut that, see, that's a big plane, got plane space. Once I shut that door. It's only me and you. Only me, you, and God. And so, what goes on behind closed door, you don't have to hide it. Because when I take you back home, you can share it with everybody. You can let them know when mother's sick. That's a man. That's the man I want to be with. And so, I got you. So the world, we have to do better. We have to do better. And stop thinking behind closed door. Because most things fester for behind closed doors. Some good things could come from out of the door, but most things behind closed door, most time in most cases, is be bad stuff. That's my 5 cent, man, for the
Yeah.
day.
So work on it. Look at it,
Mm,
examine the environment, see
mm,
what needs to change and change it. Your
mm,
life is in your hand. You are the pilot of your own jet, the captain of your own ship.
mm.
Get it and fix it.
And I want to close, but I got to say this: the Bahamas is a beautiful place, the best place in the world. That's all we got. So let us all together get together and and work it out to make the Bahamas even better. And so our show is just to bring sensitivity to what's going on, and we like to help. So anyhow, Mel, we're gonna say good afternoon or good morning. Are you living in the afternoon? You know, my head's going. Good morning to everybody. This is Mel and Tony, and we're gonna make sure contact you through Facebook or WhatsApp, where we're gonna change our show for Monday. It'll be a different time. And me and Mel will be back together. Same place, in the same place. And we'll have a great show program. We have a great program for great shows. Trust me. Enjoy your day, everybody. Bye bye, and have a great day.
Happy weekend.
Yes, and enjoy your weekend and find a church of your choice. Mhm.